Today, on What the Heck is Happening in HR, we're going to talk about the rest of the year. Can you believe it? By the time you're listening to this, we've got 6, maybe 5 months left to do everything we set on our to do list for this year. Wow, that's a lot, but we're going to talk about it. For our podcast disclaimer, please visit the episode description. Thanks for coming back to What the Heck is Happening in HR. And let's talk about some of the things we need to pay attention to over the next 6 months. Certainly your I-9 audit, and we've got a special podcast to be sure you pay attention to that. So be sure to listen to that. There's several on our list of previous podcasts as well as one we just did. I want you to take a look at your values. Are they still relevant? Are you just carrying them along because you spent a lot of time on them and they seem to work? Are you tying them into performance at all? Are you interviewing against them? Maybe not. Just take a minute and look at those values. What about skills? What are 3 skills personally that you want to improve upon or you want to build come the end of the year? So just because you didn't start doesn't mean you don't need to start now. You have that choice. We're given a new dawn every day, and those who didn't probably wish they had started something. So be sure to think about those 3 skills. And for your workforce, what 3 skills do they need? I used to make sure that my HR folks got certified. And they got certified before I got certified. It was important for me that I followed through on sort of a motto my dad had, which was to always leave a place better than you found it. We camped a lot in the national parks at national seashores in the summertime. And he would always say we'd have to pick up litter that wasn't ours. And I wasn't happy about that. And he said, we always want to leave a place better than we found it. And that's what I carried forward to workplaces. Might not be the perfect workplace, but I'm not going to leave it until I've left it better than I found it, and it's going to be the same for people. Now, not everyone will agree that it was better for them, but I did it for the workplace. So think about your workforce, your direct team. How can you help them build 3 skills? So there's been a lot of racing, and racing kind of comes on come the summer and, race car drivers and things like that. And I got thinking about pit stops, that they actually have pit stops so they can continue to be a high-performing vehicle. Well, what's the pit stop we have for our employees? What's the pit stop and the recalibration or the reinforced tool or the upgraded equipment? What have we done to help those? I mean, has their chair really, have they been putting up with just a beat up chair and they really could use a new chair? Is it something as simple as that lets them know that, hey, you're in here and I appreciate it and I understand you're in that for lots of time and I want to make it a little better for you, or a headset that keeps falling off so they want to get a better headset for them? What are the things that you can do? What's the checklist for the pit stop for all of your employees, and then definitely for your high performers? What do they need to continue to be high performing? And then your staff. Everyone's short-staffed, but we keep putting up with it. And we keep going, well, they're getting overtime. Yeah, but they're also getting burned out. They're also going to leave. They're also then going to cost you money because you're replacing them. So talk to your current employees. How can they be promoted? How can they backfill the higher level positions? Who do they know who they could bring in? And if no one is referring anyone, how come? You got to look at your culture. And you've got to be able to say, what is going on? And why aren't we able to fill these spots? Are we looking in the wrong place? Are we not paying enough attention? What are we doing, or what are we not doing? And why aren't we supporting our staff with an appropriate pit stop? We lost a lot of trust back in 2020. We told employees they couldn't work at home. Oh, no, you can't. You have to be here. We're a family. And then when it became convenient and mandatory, they went home. And now we really haven't established or made our business case for getting them back. See, they didn't come in for the free pizza. They didn't come in for the ping pong table. They tolerated all of that. But you need to have a work environment that really taps into their talents. And if you don't know what that is, these will be a great 6 months for you to find out, because it's not going to be any better in 2025 for you if you haven't figured it out. So we want you to figure it out. We want you to understand how you can be better as a leader, as an HR professional, and as a business owner. And you can do that by simply subscribing to this micro podcast and listening to the new episodes every Monday.